All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
Before we get started, we're going to turn to the east and give our praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. We want to give double honors to the apostles, the elders, a great millstone, the men that taught us this truth, this 100% truth, the true way of worshiping the Heavenly Father and His Son. We want to say peace and salutation to the hopeful elect, Shalom. Also, we want to say peace and salutation to you brothers that come out here making your body as a living sacrifice for the name of the Lord. Shalom. This is GMS Memphis camp, back at it again with another camp lesson. And this camp lesson is going to be about measure the time diligently. Because we living in some evil times, and you Israelites, you don't even know it. So we're going to go ahead and get into the scriptures, and I hope this camp lesson be edifying. So let's start out with the Ecclesiastes 3:1.
God, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 1. And it reads, to everything there is a season.
To everything there is a season. So the Lord has appointed everything its season. Keep going.
And a time to every purpose under the heaven.
So everything has its purpose under the heaven. Now jump to verse 6.
God, jump into verse 6. Ecclesiastes 3 and verse 6. A time to get.
A time to get. This is the time you need to be trying to get this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Jake like to say, I'm trying to get the money. I'm trying to chase the bag. That's not going to keep you stable in the evil times. It said wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is going to keep you stable. So you need to be trying to get this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding in these times while you can. Keep going.
And it says in verse 6 of Ecclesiastes 3, verse 6, a time to get and a time to lose.
A time to lose. We coming in some times, but we finna lose everything. You finna lose your job. You finna lose that house you paying so much money on. You finna lose your car. Hell, you gonna even, some people gonna lose their lives trying to save it. So we coming in these times. Keep going.
And it says a time to keep and a time to cast away.
A time to cast away. Give me 2 Esdras 14 and 14. Because this is what you're going to have to be casting away in these times.
God, this is 2 Esdras 14 and verse 14. Let go from thee mortal thoughts. Cast away the burdens of man.
Cast away the burdens of men. Caring about this world. Caring about, you know, the riches, the money, the cars, the clothes. Man, you got to put away all this. Man, what I'm going to eat in those days if it was to come to pass. It was the Lord's going to provide for me and my family. That's that weak nature of man. If you really have faith in Yahweh Shai, you already know He got you. As long as you doing what you got to do in these times, don't be worried. That's that weak nature of a man. Keep going.
Yep, and it says, cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature.
See, that's that weak nature. So you got to gird up your loins in these times. Have faith and depend on the Lord. Because in those times, bro, hey, only thing we're going to have is faith. Go back to Ecclesiastes.
Yep. Jumping back to Ecclesiastes 3 and verse 7. It says a time to rend and a time to sow, a time to keep silence.
See, it's going to come a time where, hey, these prophets is not going to be out here. We're the chosen prophets of the Lord. The ones who warning you of the coming dreadful day of the Lord. See, right now, we speaking. Matter of fact, finish it off.
And it says a time to keep silence and a time to speak.
See, we speaking right now, but it's going to come a time where the Lord, hey, He's going to draw His prophets from off the scene. It's going to be a famine of the word. So it ain't the Lord going to be done talking. Now it's going to be all about action. Now you're going to be left to all the devices you was heavy engulfed in. Keep reading.
Come. God, this is back in Ecclesiastes. This is Ecclesiastes 3 and verse 8. It says a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace.
A time of war. That's what's going on right now. We is not living in no fucking peaceful time. While you got Jake out here in the house of mirth, living like the days of Noah, living like things is all good. Yep. Like we ain't got wars in the other countries. Yep. Sooner or later, if it'll be a civil war. A civil war could take place this year. Whoever get elected for president. So we living in some evil times, but Jake ain't paying attention. You Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American, and Hispanic. Now the Lord warned that these are going to be happening. These things are going to be happening in the end times. Give me Matthew 24, verse 3.
Come. This is Matthew 24 and verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives,
who is that he is referring to? Yahweh Shai.
The disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?
Keep going.
It says in verse 4, And Yahweh Shai answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. Verse 5, For many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, and shall deceive many.
And you got a lot of false prophets out here on the scene deceiving many. Many coming out here talking about ain't no MOTB, ain't no Sea-Hill, ain't no Jacob trouble. You got a lot of false prophets out here deceiving the sheep, leading them astray. They're gonna get a lot of you Jakes slaughtered. Because here it is, Esau, Edom, he finna come in like a flood, and y'all ain't even watching. Y'all ain't even paying attention. But the Lord said it's gonna be false prophets in these times. Keep going.
Yep, and it says in Matthew 24 and verse 6, And ye shall hear of wars.
You shall hear, read it again.
It says in Matthew 24 and verse 6, And ye shall hear of wars.
Ye shall hear of wars. Ain't we hearing about wars going on? Mm-hmm. Ain't we see wars going on? Yep. So we seeing these things are happening. These are signs that the Lord gave to us. Keep going.
Yeah, and it says in verse 6 of Matthew 24, it says, And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Keep going.
See that ye be not troubled.
So don't be troubled. Why? Keep going.
For all these things must come to pass.
So all these things must come to pass. Going back to Ecclesiastes 3 and 1. Everything has their season and a time for every purpose under the sun. Yep. So these things must come to pass. Keep going.
Hey, and if I may add, that's beautiful that you said that. Purpose.
Exactly.
It's a purpose behind everything that's going to happen in the latter days, man.
Exactly.
All right. And it says, in verse 6, finishing up, For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
The end is not yet. Keep going.
Verse 7, For nation shall rise against nation.
We're seeing that going on. Mm-hmm. Nation going against nation. We see the Russian and Ukraine, they going at it, and many other countries, they going at it. Yep. Keep going.
And it says, And kingdom against kingdom.
Kingdom against kingdom.
And there shall be famines.
You got famine. It's fit to approach America. See, Jake don't think that a famine is going to hit America. When it's coming, you best believe. Yep. Keep going.
Yep, and it says famines and pestilences.
Pestilences with an S on it, plural. So right now we got plenty diseases, plenty virus going on right now. Man, you got the CVID, the monkey chicken pox, You got the what else? The hokey pokey, whatever, man. Speaking in code. We got many virus, many pestilence going on in these times. These are signs. Keep going.
Yep, and it says, and earthquakes.
Earthquakes. Man, you can just type on Google and you can see all the earthquakes going on around the world. Yep. Another sign. Keep going.
It says in earthquakes in diverse places.
So it's gonna be in diverse places, everywhere. And I was looking at this video. It's saying a great earthquake is coming here to America. I think they said it was gonna be like a 7.5 magnitude to a 8.1 magnitude. Man, look how much destruction they can bring to America. Yeah. But what Jake doing? They ain't measuring the time. Give me 2nd Ezra 9:1.
Come. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9 and verse 1, and it reads, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
So this is the angel Uriel talking to Esdras, telling Esdras to measure the time. See, this is what you need to be doing, you Jakes out there, you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American, Hispanic. Measuring the time. Now, this don't mean go get a tape measure or a ruler and go measure a damn clock. How you measure the time? Go to Sirach 39 and 1.
Come. This is Sirach 39 and verse 1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High.
See, when you give your mind to something, you give your attention to it. You focus on it. So you give your mind to the law, keep reading.
And is occupied in a meditation thereof.
You're going to be occupied in it. Busy. It said meditation. Meditation goes into studying. So you're going to be busy studying what?
And it says, we'll seek out the wisdom of all the ancient.
We'll seek out the wisdom of all the ancient. Now the scriptures speak about seek the old path. That is the good way, right? Yep. So you only can find the good way, that old path, following the scriptures. Yep. Reading about the scriptures. Keep reading.
Yep, and it says, we'll seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecy.
So you're going to be occupied in prophecy. So when you see the earthquake going on, when you see the pestilence going on, you're going to link that with the scriptures. And you're going to know you're living in some evil times. That's how you measure the time. And what you're going to do, go to Habakkuk 2 and 1.
Come, this is Habakkuk 2 and 1.
So like, go to 2.
2.
Yeah.
Jumping to straight.
Yeah.
Verse 2. Come, it says Habakkuk 2 and 2. And it says, and the Lord, Yahweh Shai, answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables.
So this the Lord revealing a vision to Habakkuk. And the Lord telling Habakkuk to write the vision and make it plain upon tables. Now this table goes into tablets and stones. And these times it's referring to these scriptures. Keep going.
Yep. And it says, and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it.
Now that he represent the elect. And it's only going to be plain to the elect. Those are the only ones can interpret and understand what is written in this Bible.
Yep.
Keep going.
And it says in verse 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time.
So it's made in an appointed time. When something made in this appointed time, it's already been decided in advance when it's going to take place. Yep. So it's not going to happen on your time. It's not going to happen when you feel like it should happen. It's going to happen on that person's time who decided it when it's going to happen.
Yep.
Keep going.
But at the end it shall speak.
And then in the end it shall speak. You're going to see it happening right in front of your face. Mm-hmm. Keep going.
And not lie.
It's not going to lie. Keep going.
Though it tarry.
So though it seems like it's taking slow to you, what to do?
Wait for it.
Wait for it, motherfucker. Wait for it. Because a lot of you jakes out here, you have zero patience. You want everything to happen on your time. It's not going to happen on your time. So You gotta wait for it. You gotta be patient. Patient goes into suffering. Keep going.
And it says, but it will surely come.
It will surely come.
It will not tarry.
It will not tarry. So when it comes, it's not gonna be a delay no more. Go back to 2nd Ezra.
Yep. Because if I may add, because it says that in the Apocrypha that the plagues, they're not gonna be slack. They're gonna, they're gonna come up on every side.
Exactly.
Paraphrasing.
Yep.
2nd Ezra.
Back there, 9:1.
9:1. Cause 2nd Ezra 9:1. It says, and he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
So you gotta measure the time diligently. You gotta always be on your watch, paying attention what is going on.
Yep.
Cause something is happening every minute. Keep going.
Yep. And it says, and when thou seest part of the signs pass.
So when you start to see the signs come to pass, keep going.
Which I have told thee before.
Keep going.
Verse 2. Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
So you're going to know we living in some evil times. You're going to know, hey man, the Lord is right around the corner. Any moment now, he can crack those clouds back, hey, and all hell can be broke loose. So you're going to know. Keep going.
Verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes,
that's a sign,
and uproars,
that's a sign,
of the people in the world,
and we seeing those in these times, we seeing uproars of the people. Keep going.
Yep. Says in verse 4. Then it says in verse 4. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Give me Isaiah 46:10.
Come.
So the Lord already declared the end. From the beginning.
Yep. This is Isaiah 46 and verse 10. Declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand.
So the Lord's purpose is going to stand. Whatever he said is going to come to pass. Whatever he revealed to his prophets, they're going to come to pass.
Yep.
His words are not going to turn unto him void. He's not a man that he should lie. Keep going.
And it says, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure.
See, you got to understand, this is his movie. This is how he wants things to play out on earth. Give me Isaiah 48:3.
Come. This is Isaiah 48 and verse 3. I have declared the formal things from the beginning, and they went forth out of my mouth.
They went forth out of his mouth. He said it. Hey, what else?
And it says, and I showed them, I did them suddenly, and they came to pass.
So it came to pass, and it happened suddenly. For those who ain't paying attention, it's gonna catch you unawares. So the Lord letting you know, man, whatever he say is going to happen, he gonna make it happen. He's a man of action. He's a man of war. Go back to 2nd Ezra 9. What year was it?
2nd Ezra 9.
Right here. Yeah.
2nd Ezra 9 and verse
matter of fact, read that. Read
5.
Yeah.
2nd Ezra 9 and 5. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
See, everything has an end. That's why the scriptures speak about better it is the end of a thing than the beginning of it. Better it is the end of this white man's kingdom, Esau, for it can be the beginning of Jacob's. Cause we know, man, it's a better kingdom than this. Cause we see this kingdom is crumbling. It's circling down the drain.
Yep.
So we know there's a better kingdom.
Yep. And then if I may add, that's another way that we know that the end is manifest, by the prophecies, manifesting themselves.
Exactly.
The MOTB.
Exactly.
Right.
Give me Ezekiel 7 and 5. So we seeing the prophecies take place in our times. So we know that, hey, we living in some evil times.
Yep. This is Ezekiel 7 and verse 5. Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua power, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come.
So an evil is coming. And only evil. No peace. No happiness. Evil. Evil goes into bad times. And what Jake like to say, man, evil ain't gonna touch us. Give me that in Jeremiah, I think it's, 5 and 12.
Come.
Cause it what Jake like to say when we tell you bad times coming. Jacob's trouble is coming.
Come, this is Jeremiah 5 and verse 12. And it reads, they have belied the Lord and said, it is not he, neither shall evil come upon us, neither shall we see sword nor famine.
See, this what Jake like to say. This what you Israelites like to say. No evil ain't gonna come up on us. We ain't gonna see no bad time. We ain't gonna see no famine. We ain't gonna see no sword. No nuclear missiles not gonna destroy the great America.
Yep.
That's what you Israelites like to say. Keep going.
It says in verse 13 of Jeremiah 5, and the prophets shall become wind, and the word is not in them, thus shall it be done unto them.
This is what they say. We ain't got the word in us. We not the true prophets of the Lord. They label TD Snakes, Creflo Dollar. They label them.
This is straight to the point. You know, this is Jeremiah 28. I'm gonna hit 8 and just read 9 real quick. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
So you always have prophets up on the scene prophesying against kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Yep. And this is their land back for you. You know, the land back off of Jeremiah 5. It says in Jeremiah 28 and verse 9, the prophet which prophesieth of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahushua have truly sent him.
So you're gonna know in the times when you start to see all these evil take place, you start to see the destruction happen, you're gonna know who the Lord has sent to be true prophets. What it says in the scriptures, then shall I know who are my chosen. Yep. So the ones who speaking all this peace shit, man, this is your year. This is your year to prosper in America. Man, you're gonna see, man, the Lord ain't never sent that nigga. Go back to the Ezekiel 7 and 5.
Come. This is back in Ezekiel 7 and verse 5. And it says, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua power, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come. Verse 6, an end is come, the end is come.
It said the end is come. The end is come. Everything has an end on this side. The Lord didn't make this kingdom to have an everlasting end. If I'm saying it right.
Age.
Everlasting age. Yep. Eon. Yep. So this kingdom has an expiration date.
Yep.
Keep going.
Yep, and it says, it watching for thee, behold.
So it watching for you. The end is watching all you Israelites that's not paying attention. They're so heavy engulfed in this world, giving over to your pleasure. It's watching for you. While you living like the days of Noah. Keep going.
And it says, it watching for thee, behold, it is come.
So it's going to come. And when it's come, you Israelites are going to be caught off guard. Give me that in Thessalonians. I think it's
2 Thessalonians 5.
Yeah, 2 Thessalonians 5.
1 Thessalonians 5.
Alright, yeah.
Let me start from the top.
From the top.
Come. This is our 1 Thessalonians 5 and 3. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you.
So the Lord he don't need to write unto us. He don't have to read again.
God,
I'm almost stumbling.
1 Thessalonians 5 and 1. It says, but of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that are right unto you.
Keep going.
Verse 2, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
So the Lord don't have to write unto us. We already know perfectly. We understand that the Lord, he's going to come as a thief in the night.
Yep.
He's going to come suddenly, unexpectedly to the ones that's not paying attention, to the ones that are not measuring the time. Keep going.
Right. And it says in verse 3, for when they should say peace and safety.
When they shall say peace and safety. These false prophets, these pork chop eating pastors, these presidents that you put your trust in.
Scoffers.
Yeah, these scoffers. When they shall say peace and safety, what?
Then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
Then suddenly destruction come upon them. It's going to happen unexpectedly. Keep going.
As travail upon woman with child, and they shall not escape.
And that with a woman, when she having a child, those birth pains come upon her unexpectedly.
Yeah.
She don't know when it's going to hit.
Yeah.
And when it hit, man, that shit hurt. So, what you think going to happen to you Israelites that not paying attention? Man, it's going to hurt you. It's going to hurt the ones that put their trust in America. Go ahead. You got it.
That's beautiful, because like you said, as a woman, it says as travail upon a woman with child, because when a woman's water break, she can be in Walmart shopping and her water just break.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the same way with with the hell that's coming upon the earth. People not gonna know like when it's gonna take place. Just like in the days of Noah.
Exactly.
Bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And boom, the rain came.
Exactly. Give me that in Amos 9 and 10.
This is Amos chapter 9 and verse 10. It reads, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
So all the sinners, all the one that's heavily engulfed in their wickedness, committing iniquity, all of you gonna die by the sword. They're saying that evil is not gonna come upon America. So all of you, give me that in 2nd Ezra 15 and 26.
All right, come. This is 2nd Ezra. This is 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 26. And it says, for the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, knoweth all them that sin against him.
So the Lord know all you niggas and you niggerettes that sin against him, that ain't trying to get right, that ain't trying to hearken into the voice of the Lord. He know all you. He know your thoughts. He know your spirit. He created you. Keep going.
Yep. And it says, and therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction.
So he gonna deliver you to death and destruction. That's gonna be your reward for not hearkening to the voice of the Lord. Keep going.
Yep. Because it says that in Proverbs 8 and 36, all of those that hate me love death.
Exactly.
Speaking on Yahweh Shai.
Exactly.
All right. And it says in verse 27, for now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them. For Yahweh Shem Yahushua shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him.
So the Lord, he's going to leave you in America when all these plagues come to America. The sword, the famine, the death, the pestilence. With all these scourges come up on America, he's going to leave you in it. Because you didn't want to listen. You was too hard-headed. You despise his laws. You despise his ways. So hey, he gonna reward you with death.
Real quick, straight to the point. This is 2nd Ezra 8 and verse 50, and it says, "For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter times shall dwell in the world." Like say, he gonna leave you in it.
Yeah.
Dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
See, a lot of you Israelites, you proud. You got Jakes out here talking about, man, we don't even need Yahweh Shai. Like, we keeping the law. Man, that's a proud individual. Knowing that you sin every fucking day. So the Lord, he's going to reward you with death, all the ones. So you're going to be, given over to a great misery, a great destruction.
Yep.
Man, we're going to end it off in now we're going to get Ephesians 5. 15.
All right. This is Ephesians 5 and verse 15. And it reads, see then that ye walk circumspectly.
So see then that you walk circumspectly. Walk goes into your conduct.
Yeah.
Scripture speak about seeing then all these things shall come to pass. What manner of person are ye to be? Knowing that America going to be destroyed. Knowing that you got a custom-made trouble that's coming to you. Jacob's trouble. Yep. So what manner of person are you to be? Yep. Keep going.
It says, not as fools, but as wise. Verse 16, redeeming the time, because the days are evil.
So you need to be redeeming the time, buying back the time. All the time you done fucked up, didn't know the truth. You can buy the time back by, hearkening to the voice of the Lord, hearkening to his prophets, being circumspect, looking around you, paying attention to what is going on, for you don't get caught up in that destruction.
Yep. Yeah, man. You know, that's beautiful, because the scripture also say real quick, seek the Lord while he may be found. Call upon him while he is near, you know, and he's near by way of his prophets. Starting with the elder apostles all the way down to all the rest of the, camps scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Let's end it off in there, Luke 21 and 34.
Luke 21 and 34. Luke 21 and 34. And it reads, and take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that day come upon you unawares.
So don't be so concerned about all the things that are going on in the world. Don't let Esau trap you with all his evil devices. Don't be loving this world. Keep going.
Yep. And it says in verse 35, for as a snare.
So as a snare, a trap. Keep going.
Shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth.
So the ones that love this world, so heavily engulfed in this world, it's going to come as a trap. The ones that ain't paying attention. The ones that are not measuring the time. So it's going to be a snare to them. All of the ones who are giving over to the devices of this world. It's going to be a trap. Keep going.
Yep, and it says in verse 36, watch ye therefore.
Watch. Pay attention. Be circumspect. Keep going. Measure the times.
And it says, and pray always.
Pray. Pray. You must be praying in these times. Why? Keep going.
That ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man.
So that's what you want to do. You want to be praying that you are able to escape the perilous times.
Yep.
These evil times that are coming. And to stand in the presence of the Lord, for you can receive that salvation.
Yep.
So I hope this lesson, this camp lesson, was edifying to the elect. You had something you want to say?
No, I was just gonna say, because it said watch and pray always, that you may be worthy to escape. And that's not praying in the name of sweet Jesus.
Man,
praying in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Yeah.
That's the way that we're gonna get out.
Yeah. Because that name holds weight. That's the key to salvation in those times. Calling on Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua. So I hope this camp lesson was edifying to the elect. Hey, Shalom.